A warm welcome you all for this optical communication lecture series. Unit 1 Introduction to Optical Fibers. So, in this topic, let us discuss various modes of optical fiber. This disclaimer is applicable to all the listeners, those who are all listening the content in online platform. After listening this video, students to be analyze various types of mode presence while light signal propagate in optical fiber. Let us discuss modes in cylindrical optical fiber. So we are all consider cylindrical structure optical fiber. So in order to calculation of different modes of propagation fiber, let us take certain assumptions. So the cross-sectional view of optical fiber looks same as cross-sectional view of dielectric slab waveguide. So in order to calculation of that modes in cylindrical optical fiber, let us compare with dielectric slab waveguide. So mode theory of optical fiber qualitatively examine based on the appearance of modal field in the planar dielectric waveguide. So the core of the waveguide is dielectric slab index N1, that is sandwiched between two dielectric layers. Surrounding layers called as cladding. So this picture shows electric field distributions for lower order guided modes. Now for our discussion purpose, here we took three order. I mean up to two order. It consists three propagation of light signal. First one is lower order, I mean zeroth order. Then second one is first order. Third one is second order signals. So among these three, zeroth order is lower order mode. So majority of the signal, maximum 99% of signals are tightly confined in the sense well fitted, tightly concentrated in the core region N1 alone. So that's the specialty of lower order mode. So in the lower order mode concern, there is no losses present in that propagation. Then slowly come to first order mode. Certain part of energy propagate along with the core, steeper the angle. So continuous rising and falling. So you see here, this is zeroth level, then rising, then again it come to zeroth level, then rising, then again it to come to zeroth level. So that's why we have been represented as continuous rising and falling happened in first order mode. Coming towards third order, second order mode, again compared to first order and zeroth order, harmonic variations happen. Harmonic variation means sudden changes, continuous changes happen. So in a nutshell, if we take some concept means order of the mode, zeroth order, first order, second order, order of the mode is equal to number of field exists zero. While shifting one order into another order, it should be met out in the zeroth position. So that's why we have represent as order of the mode is equal to number of field zero exist. Then order of the mode is also related to angle of ray congruence. Ray congruence in the sense continuous variations of variations in angle. That's why we have been represented as order of the mode is also related at angle of ray congruence, because here is zeroth order. Then coming towards higher order, there are certain variations are there, continuous variations are there. Those variations are measured in the angle of ray congruence platform. Then coming some one more concept, lower order mode signals, majority of the signals are propagated only in core region. Coming towards first order and second order region, some certain part of signals may be propagated in clad mode as well as core mode also. The light signal propagated in clad mode completely wasting. So that is called as leaky mode or loss mode. So now next slide, let us discuss different types of mode based on this diagram. Types of mode: guided modes or bound mode, which is represented as lower order mode. All the signals tightly placed in that core region alone. Second one, radiation mode or refracted mode or clad mode. So some part of signal might coming towards second order mode and third order mode, certain part of signal might be propagated in clad part also. That is radiation mode or refracted mode, otherwise called as cladding mode. Third one is leaky mode. So coming towards higher order mode, majority of the signal might be travel in cloud region. Those things are called as leaky mode. Introduction. The order of the mode is equal to number of wheeled zero across the waveguide. Order of the mode is also related to the angle of ray concurrence. Steeper the angle in higher order mode. Coming towards higher order mode, multiple angle variations are there. Electric fields of the guided modes are not completely confined in central dielectric slab. It does not zero out cladding interface. Last, these 2 points are represents highly applicable for higher order mode, high frequency signals. Modes. In our previous slide itself, we came to know that with different types of mode. Guided mode. So guided mode specifically categorized as lower order modes. The fields are tightly concentrated near to center of the dielectric slab. In higher order modes, fields are varying harmonically in that guided region N1. Then let us look into radiation mode or refracted mode. So optical power that is outside the fiber acceptance angle being refracted out of the core. Lower order mode fields are little penetrations in cladding region. So negligible amount of penetration is alone penetrate, I mean travel in that clad region. In higher order mode, fields are distributed more towards edges, outside the core edges, and partially penetrated in clad region. So whatever it may be, what are the signal penetrated in cladding region, that is create loss. Leaky mode. Modes that are partially confined in the core region and attenuated by continuously radiating their power out of the core is called as leaky mode. This power radiation out of the waveguide results from a quantum mechanical phenomenon is known as tunnel effect. Mode coupling. Electric field guided in the core modes are not completely confined to core but extended partially into cladding. That is called as mode coupling. Conditions. Relations between guided mode and radiation mode represented as N2K less than beta less than N1K. Cutoff condition. Boundary between truly guided mode and leaky mode specified as beta is equal to N2K where K is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Power leaks out of the core into the clad means beta should be satisfying beta is less than N2K. Next important parameter, normalized frequency. Normalized frequency is a dimensionless parameter. Sometimes it is called as V number. So it gives relation among three design variables. So that is very much important. Core radius A, relative refractive index difference del, and operating wavelength lambda. So based on these three design variables, let us write that equation or formula of normalized frequency. V is equal to 2 pi a divided by lambda n1 square minus n2 square whole to the power 1 by 2, or otherwise you can represent as square root of n1 square minus n2 square, like that. So where V is equal to 2 pi a divided by lambda into numerical aperture Na, which is represented as Na. So then again with respect to numerical aperture, with respect to relative refractive index difference del means V is equal to 2 pi a divided by lambda n1 into root of 2 del. For single mode fiber, V is less than or equal to 2.405. Modes in multimode fiber represent as capital M is equal to 1 by 2 2 pi a divided by lambda whole square n1 square minus n2 square. So it is represented as numerical aperture. M is equal to 1 by 2 2 pi a square into numerical aperture. M is equal to V square by 2. For large value of V, the fraction of average optical power residing in cladding, which is represented as P clad divided by P is equal to 4 by 3 into root M. So P is optical power in fiber. So we came to know that coming towards higher order mode, certain portion of the light energy has been residual in the clad region. So in order to calculation of power residual in clad region, we are going this formula P clad by P is equal to 4 by 3 into root M. References: Optical Communications by Gerard Geiser, page number in between 48 to 49. So in a nutshell, if we look into this topic mode, cylindrical mode field means, so we have consider three regions: zeroth order, first order and second order. Lower order mode signals are perfectly travel in core region alone. Coming towards higher order mode, certain part of energy might be propagated in core part as well as clad part also. That's the concept here. Then all the lower order signals perfectly travel in core region. There is no issue. Very minimum amount of signals alone might be propagated in clad part. Coming towards first order and second order mode, certain amount of energy propagated in cladding region also. So also that higher order mode produce multiple variations steeper the angle in higher order mode. So that word steeper represents continuous variation, continuous rising and falling process are there. Then coming towards another one important parameter, higher order mode concern harmonic variations are there. Again, harmonic variation in the sense drastic variations in are present. So in order to calculation of that power residual in clad mode, we have certain formula P by 3 power cladding by power is equal to 4 by 3 into root m. So by using that formula, we can easily calculate the things. Then we discussed normalized frequency. So the unit is dimensionless parameter, which is represented as capital V. So V is equal to 2 pi a divided by lambda square root of n1 square minus n2 square. Then we have been calculated mode mode of fibers formula. So these things are very important. By based on that power residual in cladding region formula and then normalized frequency formula, we can solve some problems in unit 1. Thank you.